Xander is got our foot in 3 camps that are prolific in Ontario and Quebec, right? So the thing about, I think they often say, is the best place to look for a new mine is near an old mine. And we are right by 3 historic mining camps, across both gold and base metals, right? So currently what we're working on at the moment is in Ontario, right by Canada Nickel, but we also have projects in southern Quebec, in Val-d'Or, by Monarch, by Probe, and then Fenelon, right by Wallbridge. So, we've got, it's all about zip code, zip code, zip code, right? And that's where I really start when we talk about Xander. So, we'll start with Fenelon, just briefly. It's our least advanced project, but it's in a prime location. The only property in the Detour camp that had gold at surface with the showing, drill ready. It's something we're going to love to get to, but it's something down the road, right? Where I really have focused the company right now is nickel in Ontario, right? So Canada Nickel Company, known story, great story, really been successful the last couple of years. And so what we've been able to do is strategically acquire ground next to the discoveries, the Reed discovery, McDermott, Mahaffey. And so we're now we just did a start of our drill program in December to go out and drill next to these great projects that they've got. And it's the same strategy we had in Val-d'Or as well. Right, it's a gold project, again, surrounded by bigger companies, Probe, Monarch, that have been very successful, El Dorado to the south, and so really it's find great locations and drill away. We acquired the property, the nickel property, late in 2021, and that really was our focus in 2022. We started off by doing everything you need to really get to a drill program where you're not just wildcatting, you're actually going out there and, targeting your holes, right? So we did all the geophysics, groundwork, etc., to get to that point. And along the way, we completed 2 raises. So we were very fortunate. We've raised just over $5.5 million last year, and so it's put us in a position here to go out now and execute at this project. And so, really, in 2023, what we should see coming up is we're going to be drilling soon again in Timmins. And we're going to actually be going back to Val-d'Or and getting to work there because we'd like to drill that property this year as well. So, we're waiting on assays right now for Timmins in the first phase, and we're the backlog of everyone talks about. So we don't have them yet, but they're coming soon. But we're going to be drilling very soon again, and so we should see a steady stream of news flow for the next 2-3 months out of Timmins. But as soon as the winter, the snow melts, we'll be right back to work in Val-d'Or, right? So I'm expecting, April, May to start working in Val-d'Or, and then again, have a nice steady flow of news coming up, which will ultimately culminate in a drill program there as well. So I'm a geologist. I come from a family that's been in the capital markets for a very long time. It's funny, like my background, my family they're a merchant bank. They've worked on a number of, deals in Vancouver, and nobody's a geologist, and they have a lot of resource deals. So that's how I became a geologist. Is that we should probably pull out, have somebody who can take a look at these rocks and maybe have a real idea. And that's been great, right? For me personally, to be able to look at things from a technical perspective, but also from a corporate perspective, right? I think that often as a geologist, we'll get too focused on the rocks and forget the other half of the business. And I'm able to take the best of both worlds, really, and I find helps move the company more forward. Yeah. So I think the key when you're looking at Xander really is, again, zip codes, right? Where are we located? We have a toe in 3 prolific camps. When you invest in Xander, you get the opportunity to participate, in the electric vehicle, the electrification of the economy story. But at the same time, you have that hedge with gold with our projects in Quebec. And so, the thing is we're well funded, and we can go out and execute our projects. And, we have a very small market cap, which often is attractive to a lot of investors. So it's a very neat little story that I think, with the 2 drill programs coming up, is primed for a lot of growth.